Yeah. Well, I think this is welcome.
Oh, thank you.
Welcome to the Ramsey Smith Isn't Funny podcast. What do you think of the name?
What do I think of the name?
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's great. You know, like I have such deep opinions on many things, and
I've told multiple people have said they hate the name.
Have they explained why? Because I'm like, I don't. You know, my deep opinion is like, it's Ramsey Smith.
Most isn't funny. Well, here's the thing, right? It used to be that my Instagram handle.
Sure.
And multiple people were like, I hate that branding. Right?
Yeah, okay.
Because it was Ramsey Smith Isn't Funny.
Sure.
That's a funny thing.
No, I know. That's what I'm saying. I'm like,
imagine if my Instagram handle was Ramsey Smith Is Funny.
Well,
do you know how? And all the people who told me they didn't like the name, I don't respect their comedy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I might respect their business acumen.
Sure.
So then I'm like, I'll change the name. Also, just Ramsey Smith comedy. It's clean.
Yeah.
Who's this guy?
Who is this?
What does he do?
What does he do?
Comedy.
I mean, I just like the thing too is I think there's more pressure if you have Ramsey Smith Is Funny.
Yeah, of course. Not only is there more pressure, but you're a dickhead.
Well, I mean, don't you? If you did,
or is that our tall poppy syndrome shining through?
Look, you know,
do you notice that? Is there tall poppy syndrome? Do you have that compared to other people here?
Oh, I don't know about that, but you know, if I see someone more successful, I'll fucking cut their legs off. Man.
Yeah, I'll cut them down.
I'll cut them right down.
Apparently, tall poppy syndrome is from a Shakespeare play.
Is it really?
Or maybe an Oscar Wilde play. Those two are the same in my mind.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. I mean,
was Shakespeare gay?
Well, was he gay?
Oscar Wilde was definitely gay.
I don't know. I mean, if anyone's doing a play, I automatically assume, and I'm not.
But here's the thing, right? Also, back then, doing a play was their equivalent of like movies. So it's like a movie producer.
So, well,
you reckon there was a medieval Harvey Weinstein?
Maybe.
Was there some guy in like a castle who was like,
take off your gown.
Yeah, literally.
I think the problem there would have been it would have taken too long.
Yeah.
Because they would have had to take off like the corset.
Yeah.
And by that stage, like, fuck.
Yeah.
Like, I can't be bothered.
You've already got the excitement of the rape, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, it's done. He's just like, wow, like now I can't do anything. Let's put it back on.
I've also heard for podcasts, you shouldn't say any too big trigger words in the first 10 minutes. To get censored, and I just, but this is why we're against that.
I thought
this is real.
This
isn't for the algorithm.
This is purely the algorithm.
Exactly.
I thought we're going to talk about like real topics.
We're talking about real shit,
real stuff, serious topics.
But I thought we were 80 minutes into the pod. And after 80 minutes, you can kind of say whatever you want.
Yeah.
We're about 3 minutes.
Oh, well, already?
And I said rape.
Oh, man.
So do you want to say anything?
Actually, I was going to say...
You're a pretty clean comic.
I'm...
Not clean, but you don't...
I mean, racially, I'm not, but, you know, otherwise...
I wouldn't refer to what race you are as clean or not. That's not how I differentiate. You can be whatever you are. It's not... is he one of the clean races?
Yeah, he's one of the... He washes himself. I just want to say I do clean myself.
Yeah.
Sometimes daily. But it depends. It depends on my mood.
I feel like for the audio listeners, we have to clarify that you're not a white person.
Yeah. Do we?
I think for people listening, they wouldn't know.
Would it be funny if I just make it as vague as possible?
We can make it vague, but I kind of want to talk about it.
Just to make sure. And also for any future employer, I've actually got a gun held to my head. I just want to let you know that.
Deniro is not... I was going to say clean. He's not white. If you are listening, what's your ethnic background? What's your 23andMe?
My 23andMe. That is... Jesus, I'm really bad with TV references.
No, what TV? No,
TV?
That's the DNA test.
I did not know this.
You don't know this? They can test your
know.
DNA and they say what your like ethnic background is.
But is that what they call it? They call it 23andMe.
There's one of them that's called a 23andMe.
Oh, I see.
That was like the most popular one.
Gotcha.
And there was a classic. There used to be the classic thing where someone would find out they're 1% African, which is actually just an error on the computer.
Oh,
Like there's no chance all these guys. But so then the thing used to be, I did my 23andMe, I'm 1%. Can I say it? Right? That used to be the hack joke. And now, or even beforehand, the hack thing would be to make fun of those guys. But now that's hack.
Okay. So it's just like a constant twirling of hack.
Absolutely.
23andMe.
Everything that people know is hack. It's hack to point that out.
Oh man, this is
it's hack to make fun of people talking about the difference between men and women.
I mean, yeah.
It's hack to call that hack. Because everyone knows it's hack.
Yeah, sure.
So what's hack now is what you don't know is hack. Only the elite few know what is and it isn't hack.
I'm feeling, and does that make me hack because I don't know the hack?
No, you don't have to know it, but it's like a played out thing to do now to talk about the things that are played out.
Okay.
You know?
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying.
I'm feeling you.
You understand?
I'm understanding.
All right. Can I change one thing with your position?
The skin.
Do you want to lean back? Right?
Oh.
And that way, when you look at me, you're still kind of facing camera.
This feels a bit more romantic.
It is a bit romantic. This is a romantic podcast. This is
very romantic.
This is a comedy. Well, not comedy, actually. This is a romance / history. I don't know, podcast. I don't know.
You know that Netanyahu, he seems like a good old egg.
You brought it up. So let's make this clear. For once in the Ramsey's Fifth, I haven't brought up Israel or Netanyahu. Deniro has. Because he desperately... What's your hot take on the situation?
I actually don't have... This is the thing. I don't have any good views, okay? Because it's like... So, I mean, I used to be a Mormon, so you're just trained to not have a view on anything. So
they're apolitical?
Well, look...
Or are they B-political?
Wow.
Are they apolitical or B non-political?
Well,
those are the two options.
The thing is...
And just get your mic a little closer.
Oh, we go.
Yeah, that's all good.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so I do want to know, because you are Samoan?
Yes.
Half or full?
Full Samoan.
You're full Samoan?
I'm full Samoan.
Oh, yes, okay.
But my stepdad, he's Australian, so I speak very good white.
You're quite well spoken.
Very well spoken.
You don't give off Samoan.
No, I'm not. You're not going to see me out in a nightclub just belting people.
No, because sometimes I'm with you and I forget you're not white. Does that make sense? Like I'm looking at you, I'm talking to you, I can see you're clearly, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But your energy is very Caucasian.
Yeah, it's very colonialist.
Is that racist for me to say?
No.
It definitely is.
Not at all. Although some days I will claim it.
Yeah, of course.
Just like, oh, dude, you can't say that.
But I guess here in the UK, they probably don't have as much reference to Polynesians.
Oh, no. They have no idea.
Do people have, when you say you're Samoan, do people know what you're talking about?
There was it's funny you talk about this. So there was
do they go, you mean like the Indian, little triangle food, the samosas?
Yeah, samosas. Yeah. So I said, I remember one time saying...
Is that
Samoan.
cultural appropriation?
Well, yeah. I mean, maybe we are appropriating samosas.
Yeah. You sound like... You go to an Indian restaurant, you order some samosas, you're like, you saying I look like this? What? A triangle?
It's a fucking triangle,
Come on, man. Come on.
We're squarer
Crazy.
than that,
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was like... I think there's like one or two people like, oh, you're Samoan.
Yeah.
And I was like... Oh my God! You really
know.
This.
Yeah.
You are one of the few.
But you know when I know you are Samoan?
How?
When I look at your hands, because they're pretty big.
I mean, yeah.
You got good hands.
I got good hands. I got piano hands. You know.
That's right, man. Bro, you go see the piano playing in Samoa? Phenomenal.
The best.
You know what I mean?
The best piano player.
Yeah.
My mum was actually a music teacher.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So she played the piano. I hated playing the piano myself. So that I don't know how that works.
That's all right. That's fine. Music, when you're made to play music, sucks.
Oh yeah.
Because you probably weren't playing stuff you like.
No.
You were playing classics.
I was playing like whatever it was.
You know Mozart, Beethoven, Bach.
Bach.
Yeah.
I know them.
Every now and then I think, I'm going to listen to classical music. Like, I'm going to get into it.
Okay.
Like, I'm going to be able to tell you the difference between a Bach and and then you spend like 20 minutes listening and like, this sucks.
Yeah.
This is so boring. You know what I mean? Like inside you, I want to be the guy that's like, oh, Mozart, blah, 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 but then Bach, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I want to be the guy who's like
yeah.
a more of a Bach guy. You know what I mean? But then I listen to it, I'm like, this sucks. This is so boring.
Do you reckon back then they had like
Bach then.
Bach? Well, this is the best comedy.
That might be the first joke on the podcast. I want to make that clear. That might be the first ever one.
Do you reckon they had like turf wars back then? You know how they had like hip hop and they had like the Biggie Smalls and Tupac. Do you think they had the same thing?
Like a Kendrick Drake.
Like Bach's playing some music. It's like that's like the diss track.
Yeah. If you understand the notes, he's calling Mozart a pedophile.
Yeah. You know? If you hear really closely, that's where you can tell he's a piece of shit.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, it's like they probably. Well, I guess there was. You had to fucking send the hate mail by like a horse. So there was this back and forth.
Yeah. And then there'll be one day where there'd be no hate mail.
Yeah, it'd be like,
I was like, fucking.
And then like a week later, it's like he died.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And maybe it turned out that there was hate mail and some pigeon just took the mail.
Oh, he just said the guy just said, I'm done. I'm not doing this anymore. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, I'm just going to
who cares?
I don't know, just check out some kids, whatever. I don't know.
I guess. Well, it was back in the day. Like everyone was a pedophile.
Well, yeah. I mean,
like to be
a
pedophile, you had to be extreme. You know what I mean? There'd be a guy who's like married to a 12-year-old and be like,
that's pretty normal.
Yeah, but like 7?
It's like, come on, man.
7's like iffy. And then like 3 is like, you can call dibs, but you can't marry it now, you know?
Yeah, you probably need to
crazy.
You probably need to spend a little bit of time in jail.
Maybe
just 2 days.
Yeah,
just to think about it.
Just to be, hey, just hold on a second.
Maybe like go back.
They put you in jail until the girl is 10, and then you can marry.
Yeah,
that's how it works. Like we're gonna lock you up for now. But like when you get out, you better. But we can't have that stuff going on.
Yeah.
So you were raised Mormon.
Yes.
How long were you Mormon for?
I was.
Or
Mormon.
Are you still Mormon?
Oh no! I'm a moron, but Mormon. That was great. That was a killer joke.
Just answer the question. Just answer the question.
Yes. Yeah, I was till I was 17.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a long time.
That's a long time.
Yeah, okay.
Just the best years.
Yes.
So I was like 3rd generation, which is really weird. I don't know how this because my stepdad is an atheist.
Oh, okay.
So, but he didn't get involved in that sort of thing.
You were 3rd generation Mormon?
Yeah. So my grandparents.
Your grandparents were Mormon.
They were Mormons. So what happened was before then they were Catholic.
Gotcha.
So they had a lot of shame apparently.
Don't we all?
And then they went Mormon.
Okay.
And then obviously Mum's generation were all Mormons.
Your mum's, yeah.
And then, my generation.
How long was your stepfather around? Like, when did your mum marry your stepfather?
Oh, years ago. 99.
Like, how old were you in reference to you, I guess?
So I would have been, when they got married, I would have been 8.
Okay, cool.
And
how long was he around, I guess, before that?
Oh, he was basically, I call him my dad basically because I knew him, when I was 3.
Okay.
That was the first time I knew him. And my first memory of him, I remember really well.
Yeah.
Because it was basically, just little kids being a little shit. And I remember pretty well because I was like, I decided I didn't want to eat many vegetables. And he's like, you're going to eat. And then he grabbed me by the ears, like, you're going to eat your bloody vegetables.
Yeah.
And that was my first memory.
That was your first memory. I think that's how memories work, is you get shocked into... Like, bad memories stick more than positive memories do. Neutral memories. Like, it takes someone really to
just like
shock
get you
into memories. All right. And your stepfather, you said he's Australian. He's white?
Yeah, he's white. He's Australian.
Cool.
He's a lot older than me. So he's like...
Good.
How old is he now? So
weird if he was your age.
That would be fucking.
know?
So it's like, hey, what's going on, Dad?
This is a 3-year-old. He's going to be a dad now.
Congratulations.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So he's an atheist.
He's an atheist. He doesn't believe in anything.
He married into a Mormon family.
Yeah.
And he was like, all right.
He was just like, he's the most chill dude.
Yeah.
He's like, oh God, 39.
Okay.
He's like 86 now.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
But we got married into it, and it was all he was just chill. It was like, whatever.
He's all right. You guys do whatever.
Do whatever.
Okay, cool.
I'm just gonna sit at home.
Yes.
And just chill.
Yeah.
Because I think
you would like go to church.
we go to church without him.
Okay, cool.
There was one time when.
Is that allowed?
Yeah.
Did your mum
It's
get
fine.
sass at the Mormon church to be like, what's going on here?
No. So what happened was like. The way it works is try and encourage them to go.
Yes.
But
you don't. It's not too.
You don't.
culty.
You don't. Yeah.
You still get contact.
It's like a spectrum, you know.
Yes.
So you got like the extreme types that are like trying to force feed you. It's kind of this is a bit of a segue now because it's kind of weird because you see like. I don't know, not just like Mormons, but you see like Christian denominations too, where it feels a lot more forceful.
Yeah.
But you see like other religious types, I think of Islam as a good example because...
Great example.
I just don't think...
Oh, where's my Quran? Hold on. Right there. Pass
Here we
it
go.
over here.
Here we go.
We have a Quran. We all know this. All right. I would also like to point out... Deniro's the one who brought up Islam in this episode.
I think I've brought in like the best topics.
I think you've hit all of the Ramsey Smith Isn't Funny podcast topics, which is crazy. Okay, Mormon and Church of Latter-day Saints, are they the same? Is that a little different?
Yeah, so it's the same.
Is it a rebrand?
No, so Latter-day Saints is sort of like a nickname we call LDS.
Okay, yeah.
So that's a shorthand version.
Gotcha.
But one thing with the Mormon Church was like, so we had like a break-off group.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you watched, I think it was in the 2000s. I think it was called Big Love.
No.
Basically, what happened was there was like a splinter. I don't know if splinter group's the right phrase, but there was
they used to have multiple wives.
Exactly.
And then the government came in.
And they were like...
And was like...
No.
Because the Mormon church founded... Like when America was becoming what it is,
in a way.
So the Mormons, where was John Smith from? He was from Jersey or something. He was from the East Coast.
Yeah. So
and then
Joseph
Smith,
and then like
sorry for not naming him. Joseph Smith found the books or whatever.
Yeah, found the books in the back or something like that.
He was a treasure hunter. Which used to be a thing people did.
Yeah, they hunt treasure.
You used to be like, all right, what do you do? You're like, treasure hunter.
Well, it was either that or...
And the exact same reaction is telling someone you do stand-up. Like, oh, really?
Well,
okay, but what's your real... You know what I mean?
I was like,
do I know any treasures you've hunted? And you're like, probably not.
Yeah. I was like, well, sometimes I...
got some stuff on Instagram.
Indian Americans I hang out with. And,
yes. Who were bad Israelites? Is that what is Mormon?
We got
Mormon. He was saying the Native Americans are like the lost tribes of Israel, but they were bad. And then God gave them darker skin.
Yes. So this is a full-on thing.
They were naughty.
So what you get taught? So when I was like we had like seminary.
Think if you were really good or you're a really good Mormon, you'd get lighter. Was that part of it? I don't know.
No, this is a good point. So, one thing with the church was like when you died, you had like three different types of heaven. Mm-hmm. So it was like, top of my head, it was like celestial, telestial, terrestrial. So terrestrial. Like, it was like celestial was like the top of the chain or something.
That's the real good guys.
That was like the real good guys.
That's like 10 plus wives.
Yeah, instead of like 72 virgins, you get the wives.
Yeah.
So you had
that's
up
celestial,
there.
Yeah, and then you got
I think it was terrestrial was in the middle.
Terrestrial, cool.
And I was like, you're still good.
But you're not great.
But you're not great. Yeah, and then you got telestial where you're less good, but you're still good.
You're okay.
And then
Do they have hell?
Yeah, they called it Outer Darkness.
Okay.
It is really weird because the way I remember it is you had to be really hard. You had to do something really bad for you to go to hell.
Oh, Oh, really?
So like if you think about
Do
it,
non-believers go to hell?
no, because you didn't. Because you didn't.
That's a great fucking religion.
Yeah. So that was the thing.
Are you an atheist now?
Like I'd say I'm agnostic.
You're agnostic.
I'm probably
Okay.
I like to think there's something there, but I know like deep down I'm like I'm probably wrong.
I think for me, I would like if there's nothing there. I'd rather that.
Okay.
Because I don't want to have more life.
Yeah, true.
I barely want to finish this one. Right? If I die and it's like, hey, welcome to next level, I'm like, no. We did it. I'm done.
Okay.
That's what I would like.
That's where you want to go.
Okay? I want nothingness.
How would you want it to end, by the way?
My life?
Your life.
It depends.
Like if you had, let's say you had everything in the world and you say, okay, you have a choice.
I'm like,
any
old?
choice. Doesn't matter. You can pick any age.
Sometimes what I like
time.
to do is when I get a little spike of being suicidal.
Okay.
Right? Do you get that?
Yeah.
Good. Okay.
Sure.
I don't trust people who never want to kill themselves. You know what I mean?
Do you think like the two...
You know when you go on stage?
Yeah.
And your bits like, you guys know when you want to kill yourself?
Yeah.
And the audience goes, no.
What are you talking about?
We're so happy. And you're like, I don't trust you as a person. You know what I mean? There should be a little bit in your life I'm not saying you have to want to kill yourself.
But it should be a 10...
But if someone says I want to kill yourself, you should be like, yeah, of course. Like, I get it.
Well, it's funny to talk about it. So, like, so my partner, right, like, she talks about it all the time.
Yeah.
In a work context. Just to clarify. I just want to kill... In a work context.
Okay, cool. Oh, she's like, oh, I do a job.
Yeah, I just want to kill myself. Yeah.
I think so when I do get proper suicidal thoughts, which I don't get as often as I did at the start of this podcast.
Okay.
But now I'm bringing the podcast back. So anyway, what I like to do is you go, all right, what's the funniest way I can kill myself?
Sure.
And at the moment in the share house I'm in, there's been some, the passive aggressive share house messages.
Yeah, I love
notes. There'll be notes around. Do you live in a share house right now?
Yeah. So there's like 4 of us.
Okay, yeah.
So what's your passive aggressive? Is it the dishes? Is that the passive aggressive?
There'll be dishes. There'll just be like a photo of the dishes in the group chat.
Oh, nice.
Or there'll be notes in the bathroom because there's hair on the floor, right?
Oh, okay.
In my opinion, the notes are more annoying than the hair. But whatever. Here we
Sure,
are. Okay.
sure.
But I think it would be really funny to hang yourself or bleed out or whatever you want to do, but to kill yourself in one of the shared spaces in the share house because there's all these annoying notes going around.
Would you just leave a note there at the end?
Yeah, exactly.
Can someone please pick up this fucking...
To be like, there's hair on the floor.
Yeah.
Be like, oh, you wait till you see what's on the floor. All right? You know? Because it's so much more inconvenient than killing yourself in your own room.
Yeah.
Right?
Of course.
So that, and then I feel... I get nice and giggly about that killing myself idea, and I don't want to kill myself.
Yeah.
Right? Which is I like doing. You know what I mean? But for me, religion, right?
Sure.
I want to go nowhere, right? But if you got a heaven and hell system, if heaven, honestly, heaven could be just going and like I'm a completely different person. Mm-hmm. Like, you know how you have that thing right here that's like it just feels bad.
Yeah.
Remember that you used to be happy. Remember when you were a child and life was joy? And then you had this little weight and then just more stuff happens and you go, I'm fine. But every now and then, it's right here.
Yeah. It's funny, though, with that weight because it kind of
look at me like that. Then.
It ebbs and flows.
It does ebb and flow.
Because, like, I find that...
But it's always there.
Oh, it's there. No, I'm not denying
there are times
that.
where you forget about it because you're out, whatever. So that point, so maybe if I go to heaven and that's actually gone,
yeah,
and I just feel good, like maybe that would be good, right? But what always turns me off is it's like you got to believe to get in because that's most religion.
That's usually how it works.
Because I imagine it's hard to convert people.
Oh,
to be like, it's not your eternal damnation, but
you
could upgrade.
You know, yeah.
You know what I mean? It could be a little better.
Well, that's the thing. It's interesting. You're better off. You're actually better off not knowing it all. So in a way,
that's fun. That makes so much sense.
So
because all these religions are like, it doesn't matter if you're like, if you're a baby. The religions that have dead babies go to hell, like unbaptized babies. Yeah. That's hilarious, man.
Like that,
just a fucking.
I mean, that baby, it had bad intentions. It was gonna.
We're born with sin.
Born with sin.
But okay, so that I might be Mormon by the end of this.
Yeah. Look, I'm just saying.
So if you never hear about the Word of God,
Sure.
right?
Uh-huh.
You're hanging out. You're in one of these uncontacted tribes.
Yep.
That are near like India and stuff that still exist, right? You've never heard the word of God. There's no way you could possibly know what's going on, right?
Right.
You die.
Yep.
But you've been a chill guy. Where does the Mormon church say you go?
Well, Mormon church would probably put you in. I'm trying to remember now because it's so long ago since we left.
You didn't study? Ridiculous.
Yeah, well,
you knew you were coming on this podcast,
I was briefed on this 3 months
course,
ago. It was
yeah.
had all these great projects.
Yeah, but no, that's all right. Okay.
No. Basically,
do you get bottom tier heaven?
Yeah, this is what I'm trying to remember. So I think it was if you had no knowledge of the gospel, you were just basic. You were starter pack.
Nice.
From memory.
Yeah.
So if basically what I'm trying to say is I'm actually helping you go to hell by giving you more knowledge.
By telling me the gospel.
Yeah, so you should actually be ignorant.
Yeah.
Just forget all of this existing.
Surely that pisses if you're Samoan or you're literally on an island, right?
Yeah.
So from the Mormon perspective, you get to go to at least the you know what I mean?
You get basic.
They're literally fucking boats come over. And they're like, hey, here's the gospel. Now you can go to hell.
Yeah.
That would suck, you know? Cool.
But the thing with the hell though, and it's what's classified as a sin.
Yes.
Again, this goes back to that spectrum thing.
Yeah.
So I remember when I was a kid, some of the things, it was a whole modesty thing too.
Okay.
So some things that you would be classified as somewhat unworthy or sinful, whatever, is you couldn't have caffeine.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so that was a real thing.
No
you had
caffeine.
in pamphlets and stuff.
Okay.
Obviously, and then there's more basic stuff can't have sex before marriage.
Yeah.
Can't do heavy petting.
So no caffeine. How are you guys waking up on a Sunday to door knock?
Oh,
you know
man.
That's what I don't understand.
It's crazy.
So these guys are out here because they're all like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they're not caffeinated.
Oh, man.
Hats off to those. You know what I mean? The Mormon, you're just convincing me more and more. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, you want to join?
I can quit caffeine and have that hype energy. 6 wives?
Oh man, it's the best.
I get even if I'm bad, I get to go to mid-tier heaven.
You get it's
awesome.
It's a what is it? You know when you see
fantastic.
Multi-billionaires, they get sentenced to prison.
Yeah.
But the prison is actually
it's nice.
it's really
it's
nice.
like a resort.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
they can't leave. It's still annoying.
And it's just this is horrible. I got to
Yeah.
spend 3 months just getting foot massages.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, what a struggle.
Yeah. It's a 4-star.
Yeah.
It's not a 5. This is crazy. Oh, because I went to an island 18 times. You're going to call me a pedophile? No one's going to get arrested for that. All right, cool. So that's Mormons. Okay. Just for reference for the listeners, I did a lot of research on Jehovah's Witnesses because that's what I thought Deniro was before the podcast.
In a way, we're probably about the same.
Similar.
There's similarities to it.
You got me. I mixed up because there's another comic who is a former Jehovah's Witness, and I was like, all right, that guy. All right, what else? Who's better at comedy, Australians or English or British?
Oh,
do you have any strong opinions on this?
Well, I mean, as a Mormon,
you've been. Oh, that's fantastic. All right, fuck that question. It sucks. Do you guys celebrate birthdays?
By the way, I think Irish are the better comics. So,
what I like about the Irish, because here's the thing: everyone in England, they're depressed.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah, it's
and they bum you out.
Oh, for sure.
But they're still polite.
Yeah, it's polite depression.
It's polite depression.
Yeah.
It sucks because there's nothing behind their eyes. This might just be Londoners probably, but it sucks. But then in Ireland, they're still depressed, but they're happy. They're fun about it.
Yeah.
They're I was listening to this guy at some terrible open mic.
Okay.
You know what I mean? You know when you're at an open mic and everyone's. I'm just gonna close this a little
go
bit.
for it, man. There we go.
Sorry. But yeah. You know when you're at an open mic, it's just terrible. And then you can tell the guy on stage is in pain. And also his material is kind of him ranting about a lot of the London stuff.
Oh,
from Ireland, right?
I love a ranter.
And you can tell how because I was kind of in the same situation where you're like, I've just come over here. I'm doing gong shows. I hate them. You know what I mean? This is the dumbest setup ever, right?
Yeah.
He's kind of he's on stage talking about the same sort of stuff, but it's so fun. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You don't notice how depressed they are unless you squint right into what they're saying, you know? But it's all there, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
It's fun, you know? So shout out, I do like the Irish.
I think the Irish are fun.
You know what I mean? And they used to be slaves. I was talking to Lachlan McAllister about this. Apparently, the Irish used to be slaves, and there's something about used to being slaves that makes you really good at comedy. That's what I've noticed.
Well, yeah, this is funny. I was talking about who was talking to about this? I might have been my partner, which, by the way, probably shouldn't be talking about personal relations. But let's
you can talk about whatever you want.
We'll talk about it. No, what I was saying about like, you know, white people. I think white people are actually. They invented comedy in a way because you think about it, if it wasn't for all that suffering, for all the other races, no one else would have anything to talk about.
We wouldn't have funny black guys.
Yeah, exactly.
We wouldn't have funny black guys without. Yeah, I guess so. That's a good way to give it to white people.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
So really, it's all the whites.
Well, you know, I'd like to remind the audio listeners that Deniro is a colored man.
Oh yeah, sorry. Yes, I am. I'm brown.
He can say that.
I'm allowed to say this is true.
Because the listeners forgot as well.
Yeah, when I can't remember when we referred that first time.
No, that's
around,
all
but...
like the very start of the. But anyway, but okay, yeah, because I think it's like they're funny. Irish are funny. That is what, as far as the Australian comedy scene does not have, which you realize is a huge part of a comedy scene, is charismatic black guys.
Ugh.
Because we don't have that in Sydney.
No, and that
there'd be one, but they're probably I don't know. I'm trying to think.
I remember going to Melbourne and I went to this open mic in St Kilda.
Yeah,
and I remember there was this black dude.
Yeah,
and all he said was like the N word.
Yeah,
and it just like. You know, it just made you laugh every time. You know?
Yeah, it's just funny.
Yeah.
Him, black guy on stage tempting a white guy to try make him say the N-word is never a bad set. You know what I mean?
It's naturally.
No one's ever bombed with that. It's never happened ever. Because so that's what I've realized is it's like, because you're like, oh, like, because I've run an open mic before. You're like, oh, who should MC? All right, we'll get this. And we'll get, do they have the right energy to be an MC? You know what I mean? Just get a funny, charismatic black guy. They should MC every single show. Every single comedy show should be hosted by a charismatic black guy. There's no reason for a white person to be host.
Well, this is the question: is like, have you ever seen a black comic who isn't funny?
Yeah.
You have?
Yeah. Definitely. Okay. Definitely.
Because I just haven't actively seen that.
I've seen a couple,
but it's rare.
But they don't. They don't have like the charismatic like energy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know when like they just go up there, they just exist, and it's funny. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's one thing I think the Australian scene misses for sure. Is we don't have because there's a lot of really funny people over here.
Oh, it's a lot of diversity.
Yes. Yeah. But no, how have you adjusted? Is there anything you've fucked up in like saying?
Besides everything,
like what, like as crossover, I guess. I always get confused when people talk about Asians here.
And what, just like jokes around Asians?
Not jokes, but even like referring to Asians. I have to remember that means like Indian, Bangladeshi, Pakistani.
Different parts.
You know what I mean? Different, Asia. Like it's all of Asia. Because I don't even think of Indians as Asians.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get it.
Like if you say Asians, it means like in Australia, it means Chinese, Japanese.
It's more,
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Thailand, maybe.
Close towards
Korea.
Southeast.
Yeah, exactly. It's more east, you know?
Yeah.
Where like we got, so like that always like confuses me for a bit. Because there'll be like a Indian comic on stage kind of talking shit about Asians.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how the fuck? Like, oh my, like he goes up, he's like, bro, I fucking hate Asian mums. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm like, that Indian guy can't say that, but he's talking about Indian mums.
mums.
So obviously
Yeah,
he can
yeah,
talk
yeah.
about that. So that's something I've noticed.
I guess for me, I'm like, I remember trying to do stuff around Samoans and it never working. That was probably the main thing because it's just like a number thing. Like no one's gonna know this dude from the Pacific
Well,
Islands.
like you just gotta, I guess, explain
Or
it.
explain it more.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
you gotta be like, I'm
yeah.
Samoan. Yeah, because I think all the stereotypes people have, you can't play off.
Yeah, exactly.
Like no one expects you to play rugby because you're Samoan because they don't know
They
anything.
don't know it.
Did you play rugby?
No, I played cricket, so that it just defines the whiteness even more.
Yeah, I think when I first met, because I think I thought you were Indian
I get that a lot.
because of the cricket.
Yeah,
Like I saw you and I'm like, I don't know. You know what I mean? And then I saw, I think on your Instagram, you're playing cricket. I'm like, he's Indian.
Yeah.
All right, cool. That settles it. You
It's
know
a
what
fair,
I mean?
It's a fair.
All right, you like cricket. So that was the only, you never played any like contact?
No, I never did. Cause
Did you go to, where did you go to school?
I went to a public school. So I went
In
to
Sydney?
No, so I grew up. I was born in New Zealand, and then we moved to Queensland.
Oh,
to
wow.
the Sunshine Coast.
Nice.
And I just went to public school because we couldn't afford it.
Cool. Did you hang out with I assume it's a school in Queensland. I assume there'd be Samoans. Or no, was it a very white school? What was the vibe?
So the Sunshine Coast.
Brisbane is very
Brisbane's
Polynesian.
Brisbane's more Polynesian.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but Sunshine Coast, like at the time, what was that? That was like 90s. So at the time, there was like one. It'll be like the odds Islander or Kiwi.
Gotcha.
But it wasn't like.
But it was pretty white. It wasn't
really, yeah. It was pretty
Brisbane
white,
type
man.
things. Okay, cool.
Yeah. So basically, went to public school.
Do you ever face racism, but they're like confused what to do?
No.
Like, hey man, go back to.
Go back to when's that place you?
I don't
can
know.
You just
I don't know.
it's funny actually talking about racism. It was like I don't know. I wouldn't say it was like this dude's special. He's a token. No, it wasn't like that. It wasn't. It was pretty chill. Now I don't know if it had anything to do with me just having that sort of white.
Was it like a Mormon school, or there wasn't anything? Did you have like Mormon friends?
Yeah, so I had Mormon, like they had Mormon friends.
Yeah.
And it's because it's interesting because like you sort of, it's. Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
There we go. So it's like it's like school in general where you sort of like you're all in this one group, but there's not really. That's the one
it's
thing.
like a small school, so it wasn't like.
So we didn't really have. So what we had was we didn't have like we have Sunday school and stuff like that.
The Mormons,
for the Mormons,
cool.
and then as when you turn 14,
You get married?
no, that's 10.
Yeah.
But what you have is you have a seminary, and so what that was like, that was sort of like your what is it? Bible
Molesting?
study.
Okay,
well,
sorry,
I mean, sometimes. But
That's where it would happen.
I mean, you go to the toilets and some
Yeah,
you
of
just
course.
change. Suddenly you change.
Is there a
bit.
big molesting? Is that happen in the Mormon?
I mean, there has been
premarital sex not allowed, not on.
premarital sex isn't like you're not meant to.
You can't do it. You're not
You
meant
can't
to.
can't do
you
it.
do the soaking. That's you guys.
Yeah, so we do I think soaking was a term. These are things.
I don't. Do people soak? Do you know anything about that or not?
This is the thing. No, but I went on
because here's what I think.
Okay.
I think there's one guy who was like, "Nah, man, soaking." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then one guy was able to find that on like
It's like-
Instagram, and it went viral. And that's what. But I don't know. Maybe they are.
There was what was it on Reddit? There's like an ex-Mormon thread, and they talk about it's not like with which religion is it? I can't remember, it's Islam, but there's like one religion where you can't have vaginal, but what happens?
You
is
can
they
do anal.
Yeah,
there's Catholics that do that.
Yes. So there was something similar in Mormons. It might have been the soaking, but it was basically like you had to do this workaround to have
You
like
can't thrust.
you can't. Yeah, it was
Somehow it
something
works
weird.
out. Because I guess if you're nitpicking at religions, you eventually nitpick you can nitpick What a scary word to
Nitpick.
say.
That was dangerously close, mate.
You could get down to like the very finite rules.
Yep.
And then you go, I can work with that. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
what's the thing? Is it about intention? Is it about this? And then eventually a high priest or something somewhere goes, you can't thrust. What am I going to do with that? He's like, all right, cool. We got a bed. We got a springer bed. We got a friend. He's jumping. We're in.
Yeah.
You know? It's like it's all an accident.
It all just happened by mistake.
God, you know. And that's probably only to get up to the next level. You know?
Yeah.
What I mean? Like it's low stakes.
It's like you're up in the ladder.
Yeah.
No, I'm just trying to remember, but
that's all good. Okay, cool. So you're in a little. You got seminary school.
Yeah.
And then do you go to school with a lot of Mormons?
Yeah. So what happens is
you close?
Well,
you just know each other.
I'd say close / no. I think it's a bit of both, to be honest.
Yeah.
So it's like unless you were doing it for your entire life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like if you were into it.
If you were into it, then you'd probably be close forever.
Gotcha.
It's like any sort of community sort of thing.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. So you weren't big into it? Or like what was the vibe? Like
yeah. So for me, I wasn't like. I mean, I remember as a kid, I followed it because I was like, you know, you just do whatever your parent does. You know what I mean? But I remember at like probably when I first did the seminary, I was like, I don't want to do this. This fucking sucks.
Yeah. Yeah, of course.
And I remember like being super like, because it's interesting because in like one, you're not supposed to like. There's this like concept of doing whatever your mum and dad tells you, sort of.
Yeah,
thing.
yeah. Honor thy mother and father.
Yeah. And then it's also like. Samoan culture, you sort of just follow your parents.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Because usually if you don't, or if you just like, I'm going to do this, usually you just get belted.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, absolutely.
So basically, yeah, I definitely wanted to leave the moment I did seminary. I was like, this is shit.
Oh, really? The moment you were learning? Because I had like this experience in like Catholic school where like, I'd like because there's whatever. There was not a huge, like group of Catholics, I think, where I grew up. Like big enough, but not like. I think it was more of a Protestant town.
Oh, okay.
Or it's also Australia. There's not a lot of religion.
I was going to say,
you know what I mean?
What is it? More atheist?
But I think because of our English roots in Australia, it's more Anglican Protestant than it is Catholic. Catholic's more country. You know. Anyway, you know what I mean. But no. So I was raised Catholic, and. There were two primary schools. There was the Catholic school and there was the public school.
Yeah.
And then so I think I kind of like before primary school, I would hang out with like a group of Catholic friends because my parents, knew, my mum knew all these people. And then when it came to school, my dad they were like, oh, fuck that. We'll send him to the normal school. You know what I mean? Kind of Catholics. Let's take it easy. You know what I mean? Which is, because I think my mum's the Catholic one.
Okay.
But she's not really Catholic.
Just casual Catholic.
Well, like, which is a Protestant. You know, like if you understand the split between Catholicism and Protestantism, which I don't know if you do.
No, that's what I was going to ask. What is the main difference?
There was this guy called Martin Luther.
Okay.
Not King.
Okay.
Okay, genuinely.
Good. It's just good definition.
There's a guy called Martin Luther in the fucking, I'm going to fuck up my dates here, but I'm going to say 1400s or whatever.
Okay.
No, maybe even before that. Maybe like 1,000. Anyway, 11,000. Do you know what I mean?
Sure.
After, death. And everyone was Catholic or Orthodox, right? Which followed the same type of vibe. And most of the Holy Roman Empire was Catholic, right? Which followed the popes in charge. And there's a very clear legacy of who you listen to and how the rules come down. And if you're not part of the priesthood and you're not involved in there, you kind of just do as you're told, and you don't have to know too much about the Bible.
Yep.
Right? So the Pope says this is the rules, gets filtered down to all the churches, and then if you're in some Germanic village, and your priest says, here's the new rule, give you some money, this is what you got to do. Okay? There's a guy called Martin Luther who comes in, he joins the priesthood.
Okay.
He becomes like a monk.
Okay.
You know what I mean? He's like full into it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because he didn't want to be a lawyer. Fun little fact. Anyway, and then he's reading, you know what I mean? The Bible. There's also the invention of paper. right?
Oh, shit.
Because it used to be the Bible was written on parchment.
Yes.
And parchment doesn't last for too long. So if you're like a monk or you're in like a village, whatever it's called.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Your main job is just keep on writing the Bible because the old parchment's going to disintegrate. We're going to lose the fucking Bible.
Quick!
Keep writing the Bible. Keep writing the verses, right?
That'd be so much pressure.
So it's just constant. It's just people constantly being like, shit, don't we can't fucking forget. You know what I mean? We got to go back to the Vatican, who's got 1 million fucking guys writing the Bible. Can we borrow some more parchment? Fucking burnt down or whatever, right? So that's happening, and then paper lasts a lot longer. So it's like, you can kind of write the Bible and then have a read. You know what I mean? And kind of. So then he's like, everyone should read the Bible. The Catholic Church is corrupt. The Pope is corrupt. They've been tricked by Satan. Everyone should read the Bible, and if you read the Bible for yourself, you'll understand the meaning of it. You don't need a priest. You know what I mean? You should have a more in-depth relationship. You can kind of so then it becomes all these people start reading the Bible. There's no central authority. And it's like, I interpret like this, right? And then I interpret like this, right? So while my mum is Catholic, she just picks and chooses whatever she feels like. You know what I mean? She doesn't listen to the Pope. You know what I mean? So she has a Protestant way of thinking. Some people would say it was the invention of like individualism.
You reckon?
Well, in the Western world. Or just in the
Western,
yeah. Because before then it was like, I don't have an opinion on my religion. I just am this, and I just get fed it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The idea of making anything up for yourself didn't really exist. Which is a hard concept to have now because that's what everyone does. Yeah. But apparently, that's what it was. So, so my mum's like, she's Catholic, but she's like, gay people can get married. Yeah, it's fine. And then also she told me, so I did, what was it, like communion and all these little things.
That's with the
I graduated to be able to have the bread and the wine. Yeah, I'm allowed to, right? You can't say no. Give it. But no, so I did all these things, and Dad wasn't Catholic, you know what I mean?
How did he see? Like, did he just not care?
He cared, I guess. But he does believe in God. I think. But I don't. He's probably agnostic.
Yeah.
But he's like, what do you think? Something, you know what I mean? He's got his own thing. You know what I mean?
Okay.
But he was raised Anglican, I guess, or whatever. But he's kind of, I'm sure they talked about it, and he was like, fine, let him be Catholic. You know what I mean? Yep. So I was Catholic, so I did the communion thing, and then my mum's like, because in communion, I think we had to pick a name, which was a name of a saint.
Oh, right.
I forgot my saint name.
Sure.
But you get like a saint name, you have to maybe remember something. I didn't do any of this shit. You know what I mean? I showed up on the day. And then you have to do a confession, so you have to say a sin that you did, right? Yeah. And then I don't know why. I didn't know why then, but I know why now. My mum was like, "You can do when you're not being alone with a priest. Like, we're not doing that."
Yeah,
you know
what I mean? yeah. Fair.
You know what I mean? And I'm like, I don't give a shit. You know what I mean? Yeah. Whatever, right? And then she must remember doing it, and it kind of being freaky for her, right? Because she's from more of a rural background, and I think
you're based
Foster. Yeah, which is like 4 hours north of Sydney, which is like very coastal touristy town. So it's not like rural. She grew up more like country, and so my grandpa, my pop, I think was quite Catholic. You know what I mean? So I imagine she maybe she went to a proper Catholic place. You know what I mean? Yeah. So she's like, are they going to ask you these questions? You're going to have to say a sin, something bad that you did. You can just make something up if you want. Sure. You know what I mean?
Yeah, okay.
Which is me being like, you don't fucking believe this. You know what I mean? What are we doing here? This is ridiculous. But what I found is I went to do this, and then there were all my people my age who I like kind of knew from like way back before primary school. So I'm like 13, 12 at this point. But they'd all gone to the Catholic school, so they all know each other quite well. And I'm just like, I remember going to your house when I was 6. You know what I mean? And they're like actually know each other. So it was like weird. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, I guess I'm kind of here doing. So is that how you felt with like the Mormon, with the Mormon group? Like, did they know each other more? The people that were more involved, I guess.
Yeah, so sort of was like the people who were more involved were more involved. I had like one...
Because like their families would hang out.
Yeah.
And ours would sometimes, but you could tell they knew each other a lot better, you know?
Yeah, because I think the thing was like, I think a lot of the strength was, to your point, who was hanging out with who sort of thing. So,
Yeah,
for
of
instance,
course.
so it was like if one family wasn't following or they decided to not go as frequently,
Yeah.
you sort of felt a little bit isolated.
Yes.
And it's not like a good or bad thing. It just
but it's
is what
like
it is.
it probably plants the seed for you to later to be like, I'm not going to be in this church. You know what I mean? Like I don't have any. There's no real social pressure.
Yeah, exactly. And
Because I think if you're Mormon and all of your friends are Mormon, and you know maybe you're working for like a Mormon-owned business because you're really involved with the church, and a guy that goes to the church is like, then you're like, can't even think about leaving.
Yeah, because that
like,
is
it's my whole life.
It's a whole life.
You know what I mean?
You know,
I've got 25 wives. I got to pick one of them.
What do you mean?
That's crazy. That's going to be a crazy moment for a Mormon. But I'm leaving the church. You can come with me. You know what
and
I mean?
that's it. Yeah. Sorry, you all.
I can stay married to you and none of the others, right?
It's like The Bachelor.
Yeah.
In a way.
But okay, so church, do I remember this correctly? There was a split and it was about the marriage thing.
Yes.
Because the American government came in.
Exactly.
And said, we're going to give a shit about Utah because they didn't before. It was
Yeah,
like
exactly.
So they were like, what? So some fucking congressman had to go there and be like, what the fuck's going on in Utah? What the fuck? Like, did we check on these guys? It's like, guys, you can't do this. You know what I mean? You're 68. That's a 19-year-old. You can't get. It's not how it works.
This isn't
it.
it.
You can't have your fifth wife be whatever. And then was it? There was like, are the hardcore ones still Mormon?
So there was basically like so the split was literally on the polygamy. So you had one group that was like, well, no, this is what the church is about, which is typically like most religions, where you have one group that believes it's meant to be this way and another group that believes, it should be this way.
The other way, yeah.
And so what happened was they split up.
Yes.
There's a term for them. I can't remember it. But they basically split up. So you got the one group that still believes in the polygamy.
Is that quite small now?
Yeah.
It's smaller.
It would be a lot smaller than...
Which is weird because they could pump out more kids quicker.
I mean, technically they could, yes.
So what the fuck's going on there, I guess? You pussies.
Just ran out of...
You know what I mean?
They ran out of wives, or they were uglier.
Yeah, maybe that was it, you know?
So that's kind of what happened. And like the main LDS church, they just grew and grew. There's some stories about like, you see on like Reddit threads where the numbers are actually misleading. There's been a decline.
Yeah.
So obviously one of the things is like trying to determine who's an active member.
Yeah, of course.
And that's how you can't, that's like a gray area.
Gotcha.
But there's been like stories on like ex-Mormon threads of like whole like branches they closed down because there's just not enough members.
There's not enough people there. Yeah.
Or they like amalgamate with other branches.
I think I stayed at an Airbnb where I think the hosts were Mormon.
Oh, really?
I think so. It was I was 17.
Okay.
I was living near. I was going to Ipswich.
Yep.
I went for a footy trial. I thought it was just going to be a trial game.
Yep.
Turns out it was like a 30-day train and trial thing, right? So me and my dad drove up.
Yep.
It's like a 10 hour drive. Go to Ipswich. Did the thing. We're just doing like cardio and like a little bunch of drills or whatever. Dad goes, so what's going on in? I'm like, I think it goes for like 30 more days. Can I do this? Dad's like, well, think about it. We drive back home like that night because I've got to make my year 12 formal the next day. And then Dad goes, I can also drive at this point. Dad's driving with me. And then my dad goes, all right, I got an Airbnb for you for the month. You can drive up there, live by yourself, and do whatever. And then so we were staying in this like, you know how, I don't know if they have them over here in London, but you know how in Australia, like you see them in Sydney where they'll be like really outside of the city centre. There'll be this weird, it's clearly gone up very quickly, like a development of houses. Yeah. You know what I mean? And like there'll be one Audi. You know what I mean? For like all these people, right? And it'll be a weird, like it'll be country left, a spattering of about 200 houses, one Audi,
Yeah,
like
then
rows of those, you know what I mean, of those weird towns. So I was in one of those weird towns just outside of Ipswich. The family, the two people I was with, it was a couple. I think they were like African.
Okay.
But there was this really big Church of Latter-day Saints right nearby. I don't know how to describe it, but looking back, the house gave off a Mormon vibe. I don't know what that means. I don't know why I think that. But I just kind of go, this feels Mormon.
I mean, did the outside look very white?
Yes.
Okay.
The inside was very white as well. All of the walls were white. They had like a live, laugh, love sign, not ironically.
Yeah, ironically.
But I didn't know because I was a 17-year-old.
Sure.
Just fucking keeping to myself, feeling like, what's going on?
What is going on?
Hi, I'm going to go sleep.
I mean, it's interesting because, like,
it's
typically... Weird. I mean, if it was a church, like I wouldn't imagine having stuff like that because the churches are typically you go inside, you got those really uncomfortable pews.
Well, I never went into the church.
You didn't go to the actual church.
No,
it's just a building.
I don't know. I walked past it.
Okay,
because they had a basketball court in there. But I think it had to be more like it had to be open. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I just when you look up basketball courts on your phone, I don't know if you do this, but I was like, where can I shoot around? And I was like, okay, here. And then I could see it. And I just kind of looked in. I looked around. I didn't know Church of Latter-day Saints was Mormon.
Yeah.
Because there's a rebrand, is what I think it is. Everyone knows there's a huge fucking West End play called Book of Mormon. That's just talking shit about them.
It's
you know what I mean?
I've watched it.
So you can't have that and be called the Mormon Church.
Yeah.
When there's a bus drives past and it's got a huge advertisement for Book of Mormon. And be like, hey,
there it is,
buddy. You know what I mean? There's no Book of the Quran driving past a mosque. You know what I mean?
Do you think there should be
a play about the Quran?
A play about it?
Yeah, there should be. I wouldn't go to it. You sit out opening night on that one.
It seems it's funny because it's like you got Book of Mormon. Why is there no Book of Jehovah's Witness?
Yeah, true. True. Well, I think because who were the guys?
Book of like a Scientology type thing.
Who were the guys that made who are the South Park guys?
Trey and Parker.
Trey and Key and Peele. No. The two South, one of them was raised Jewish, one of them was raised Mormon.
Okay.
That's why there's so much shit talking of Mormons and Jews in the South Park.
Yes.
And obviously that's what kind of inspired the Book of Mormon for them.
Because they wrote it. Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
Yeah. So I think there's a Scientology movie. Oh, that's a Louis Theroux documentary, sorry.
I've seen
Have you seen that?
No.
I think what it is he wanted to do he thought because Scientology is so Hollywood, we'll make it a movie.
Oh.
So there's this it's not like it's a little different to a document, but it is like a movie.
I didn't
or whatever. But I don't know, you could make a play out of Scientology.
I didn't watch the that was the only Louis Theroux movie, wasn't it? Because I watched.
Yes.
I remember watching. What's those crazy Christians in the US?
The death to FAG ones.
Yeah.
The
West Baptist.
I was going to say Westminster, but that's the Westboro Baptist Church.
Yes. Now that is a fucking wild.
Yeah, they're a crazy bunch
episodes.
of guys. You know. Have you seen the Nazi one?
Don't think. Is it like when he goes to like the neo? Like
he goes to the neo-Nazis. Yeah.
Garage or something.
Yeah, there's so he follows. There's two. He goes to a place. He's got like one of the leaders of the KKK. There's a mother and her two twin daughters. Who are really whatever. And then they have like fairs. You know what I mean? And like they have heavy metal rock groups.
Yeah.
That they listen to. It's like white power. You know what I mean? And the little girls are doing like the Zig Heil and stuff. It's intense. You know. It's really weird because the mum is like grooming. She wants her two daughters to be like pop stars.
Oh my god!
In the neo-Nazi world. because she's like, well, what, young, teenage boy wouldn't want, two beautiful teenage, you know what I mean?
Blue eyes and blonde hair.
like she's like, if they're racist, it'll help other people be racist.
Jeez.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So she's like pimping out. Her idea is that she wants to pimp out her daughters
to
for
be
racism.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But no, that's very. There's the main KKK guy, or like he was a grand wizard or something,
whatever they call
or whatever,
him.
and now he's just like part of this leader of this like neo-Nazi chapter or whatever. So Louis kind of he like meets him, and then he like catches an interaction between, I think, a guy that the neo-Nazi like works with.
Oh wow.
Who is like a very just pleasant, they're kind of bantering a bit. The guy that he works with, like I think he has a business, and like the other guy, whatever, is Latino origin. Like he's like Mexican or like, you know what I mean? Something like that. And then so they're kind of like getting along or whatever. Yeah. And then so Louis kind of goes, that's your friend. He's like, I wouldn't say that. You know what I mean? So you're just having a fun exchange. You've got banter. You've got inside jokes. And he's like, no, not at all. You know what I mean? So it's a weird thing.
That's random.
It's very weird.
Psychology on that.
But yeah, the Westboro Baptist Church. Has he done a Mormon one?
He hasn't done a Mormon one, but he did what was it? The Westboro one was really interesting.
Yeah.
What he did was I think it was 2 or 3 episodes on it.
Yes.
And so he did the first episode, and it kind of goes through like the beliefs and stuff like that.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
And then like it was really interesting because then they go to a second one, and it's like 3-4 years in the future.
People have like left.
Yes, exactly.
That's fun.
And it was more around like the perspective of what does it feel like leaving, like and then
so you liked Book of Mormon?
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it more. I wasn't.
Did you think you enjoyed it more than the other people because you were Mormon, like in the theater? Were you?
Yeah. So it was really that's
a deep cut right there.
Yeah.
You know
that was the interesting thing too, because I was like, this is part of it was like. Because if you didn't know the Book of Mormon or the Mormon Church, you're like, this is great. But some of it, I got the references, or I could see where they were going with it.
Yeah,
and I was laughing before
everyone else was laughing because you know what the punchline is. They have to explain it. Okay, but did you? Okay, you were a Mormon.
Yes,
you've left. Would you describe it as a cult?
I would call it. To me, I would call it a cult.
Okay.
I think it's a cult in the context of like you basically you're trained to not think for yourself.
Okay.
To believe a certain perspective.
Yes.
And not to second guess it.
Okay.
So I think it's a cult. Do I think that people who are Mormons are bad people?
No, of course no.
And so I think you can think both of them.
Yes. I think the problem with cults is that normally the members are like fine.
Yeah.
But the problem, because of the not questioning thing, it creates very clear power imbalances that are not checked on because of the faith. You know what I mean?
Yeah, totally.
Like it just creates, like if you've got someone who's higher and you just have to listen to them, whether or not the Mormon church sanctions whatever bad shit they do, it allows them to thrive in that kind of position.
Well, that's the thing. And I mean, the interesting thing too is like, because of, and again, I'm going to say my view is that they're a cult. Because of that, over time, they've had to try and change it because, of course, society's views are changing too. Because otherwise they come across as outdated. It's hard to convert people and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I think the hardest thing leaving the church was actually probably the critical thinking was the hardest thing.
Yeah.
Because for so long, for myself, just trained to believe, look, you just take it as is.
Yes.
Don't think about it.
Don't think about it. You accept.
You just accept it for what it is.
Okay. Yeah.
So that was probably the hardest thing for me.
Okay.
It's probably, I'd say it's still hard even today.
You adjust, okay.
Like it just takes a long, for at least for me to adjust.
Yeah.
For my mum.
You're not used to think, yeah. Okay, for your mum, yeah?
Yeah. So for my mum, it was hard because it was because of her, like the family.
Yes.
Right. So she was very close to her family. I mean, she's like,
people tend to be.
Yeah, as you hope. As you would hope.
Yeah.
But with the whole Mormon thing, like when we left, basically her side, like our mum's side of the family, just cut her off.
Really?
Yeah. So basically, got cut off for like many years.
Yes.
And then what happened was like, I think it was mum who reached out first.
Yep.
So she reached out because what happened was her and my stepdad, they were going to, where were they going? They're going to the US to see my stepbrother.
Cool.
And then they were stopping off to New Zealand on the way.
Cool.
And so basically my mum wanted to try and reach out. So
So your grandparents are in New Zealand?
Yeah, my grandma's in New Zealand.
Grandma's in New Zealand.
Yeah, my grandpa's, he died a long time ago.
All right.
But grandma, she's...
Good.
Grandma's in New Zealand, but she's like... So she's got Alzheimer's.
Nice.
So
okay.
it's like, it's perfect because she doesn't have to think about any of this.
Ah, perfect.
You know
she
what
might
I mean?
be the perfect Mormon.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly right.
Just do as you're told.
Yeah,
Just don't. I'll tell you exactly where to go. That's fine. That's fine.
And so what happened was, they...
Can I just check on this? Sorry, your mum and you left the church at the exact same time?
Yes.
Were you talking about this?
As in, yeah, we talked about
like
it.
at some point you're in a cult, right?
Yeah.
You're not meant to think for yourself, right? She's your mother, so I guess there's a power imbalance.
Yep.
Who's the first one to be like, is this a bullshit? What are you going to...
I'd say...
Is this bullshit?
I'd say it was me.
It was you.
I'd say I was the one.
Okay.
And the reason I'd say that was just... Because I just didn't want to go.
Yeah, of course.
I didn't know
how
why,
old
though.
do you think at this point? You live when you're 17. When do the seeds starting to kind of...
I'd probably say...
You said in seminary? Is that when
I'd say
that's
seminary.
When you first thought?
Yeah.
I don't want to do this.
I'd say it was seminary, so it would have been about 13, 14.
13 or 14.
And
okay.
I think part of the reason was like... I think a lot of it will have to do with school in general. Because, when you're at that age, you're seeing, like, people starting to drink alcohol.
Yeah, having fun.
Having fun, exactly.
There's a guy at school that drinks 4 cans of Monster a day, and I can't have any caffeine? What the fuck?
So what happened was, like... what happened was basically... I'm seeing these, like, kids enjoying themselves, having fun, and I'm, like... Getting up at like 5.
Is there no drinking?
There's no alcohol.
No alcohol.
Yeah, no alcohol.
No drugs. No caffeine.
The caffeine thing is very like, it's like depends who you are on the spectrum.
Ah, okay.
So we were probably more on the casual side where we're it's like
I'll have a tea.
I'll have a bit.
I'll have a tea.
Like,
come on.
Well, tea we didn't. Tea,
really?
Coffee we didn't. But then it was like, we'll have a Coke, we'll have chocolate.
Coke gets it to you. Yeah. What about a tiramisu?
No, I don't recall us having tiramisu.
Nice.
But
that might have been a coincidence.
Yeah.
I don't know how much tiramisu you could get in Sunshine Coast in the 90s. I don't know if it made it there yet.
I don't know why people were very good with the tiramisus.
I do.
Is that a racial slur?
I won't have a tiramisu because of the caffeine's a wild type of Mormon to be. You better have 100 wives. You know what I mean? If you're like, okay, so you have a Coke. You're like, it's fine.
Yeah, that was fine.
It's
that was
fine.
sort of like, that was the spectrum for us.
Okay, was that like the Mormons around you were also kind of have a Coke Mormons?
Yeah, it was like have a Coke Mormons, but no one was like have a tea.
Gotcha.
Have a coffee.
It's not because tea and coffee's like caffeine. Coke's like you can have Coke and forget you're getting a caffeine.
Yeah.
Okay,
So I think that was like the vibe.
That checks out. Yeah.
But if you're on that extreme spectrum, you're like,
I'm not having Coke because I'm boycotting Israel.
Yeah. For social reasons.
Exactly.
No.
Not a Mormon.
No.
But a good Mormon would also accidentally boycott Israel.
So, anyway.
Just wanted to let everyone know I'm a better person than them.
Just spiritually,
No, that's cool. Okay, so you're a have a Coke Mormon, but that's not like I'm rebelling. That's the vibe.
That's the vibe. Yeah,
all right.
Totally,
okay, so eventually you're doing this seminary stuff.
Yes.
You don't really want to go.
I don't want to go because
do you tell your mum you're like, this is...
I was shitting myself, to be honest.
Yeah, of course.
So what I did was like, I wrote a letter.
Oh, wow.
So I did a letter.
A letter's cool.
Because I wrote a letter and so by write, I mean typed. I typed a letter, I printed it out.
Yeah.
And then like I put it under my parents' like door.
Oh, wow.
And then like my mum, because in his seminary, I'd have to get up at 5:30.
Yes.
And then I'd catch like a 6 o'clock bus or whatever to get there.
Oh, it's like before school?
It's like before school. So you do that, and then you come back, go to school.
Yeah. Okay.
So a long day. And my mum saw the letter, and she was just like really upset about it.
Yeah.
But then she like wanted me to go, and that's sort of like where that would be where the seeds were there.
Yeah, okay.
Because I'm seeing kids having fun.
So you think you kind of convinced your mum a little bit?
I think a little bit.
Like you might have planted the seed for her to be like
oh, what is this?
Because then I guess if you're just constantly being like, I'll just do as I'm told, I'm do as I'm told, do as I'm told. And then like if your son comes to you and is like, I don't want to do this, there's like a maternal thing to be like, all right, what's best for my son? And now you're thinking.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Now you've got to think about it. Also, to me, it's very funny that you're having this conflict. Your mum's very worried. Meanwhile, her husband's like, I don't believe in any of this shit.
He's like, fuck this. That was literally...
I'm not waking up at 5:30. What the fuck? You know what I mean?
That was the best bit.
Your mum's like on the bed crying, you know?
She's literally... So
your stepdad comes up and is like,
what's
fuck
wrong?
It, who cares? What the fuck? That's so funny. It's so funny to be in a cult and you're married to someone. It's like, what? It's ridiculous. You know what I mean?
But that was literally the vibe because dad, he was like, what? Like, what is going on?
Yeah, of course.
He doesn't want to get involved because it's like, look, it's your kid too.
Yeah.
You obviously believe in this thing. You know what I mean?
But like, your stepdad sounds like a cool guy.
Yeah, he's very chill.
He's a cool guy. Because to be the type of guy who's being like, I assume he meets your mum.
Yeah.
Really likes her.
Yeah.
Like, I love this woman. I want to marry her. All right. Oh, she's in a cult? We just won't talk about it. If my wife was in a cult, I would be so annoying. You know what I mean? I'm annoying now because she's fucking orthodox. You know what I mean? Every now and then I'll be like, it's fucking bullshit. You know what I mean? Like, what, that you believe in this shit? You fucking idiot. You know what I mean? So that's okay. So that's cool. So you've sowed the seed. You're 14. When does your mum start, I guess, reciprocating these feelings of being like, I also don't know if this is the right thing to be in? I would say
probably near the end. So
it took a while.
It took her a while.
Okay.
I think it would have been 16 or so.
Yeah.
Because basically what would happen was I kind of just tried isolating myself.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I don't believe in any of this. This sucks.
Yeah.
But like, obviously, it's my parents' house too.
Yeah, of course.
So, like,
I'm just gonna I gotta keep going.
Yeah, I just gotta keep going. So I was pretty miserable.
Yeah. Also, you don't strike me as an overly rebellious person.
No.
Like, I don't see you as the 15-year-old who's going to wake up at 5:30, get the bus, and then like run. You know what I mean? Like somewhere else to
go
over to the corner shop and be having fucking monsters. Having a white monster. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was so funny because I was like, I remember wagging one time when I was like 16.
This is wagging set.
Wagging, yeah.
Yeah, gotcha.
Well, wagging school.
As well, both?
Yeah, both.
Double.
And I remember just shitting myself.
Yes.
I was like, oh, fuck, this is such a big thing, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, of course.
But no, I'm not really one to break rules.
Yeah, so you're like, all right, I'll keep on going.
I'll keep on
So what happens is eventually your mum come in and be like, do you want to leave? Like, does she ask you how you're sitting with it? Do you ask her and she says...
It was kind of like... What started happening was, I think at the end, I actually tried rebelling by just being a normal kid.
Gotcha.
So what I did was I ended up going to a house party.
Yeah.
I think it was like year 12. And that was so funny. I remember because I was like, I went to my stepdad's alcohol stash.
Ooh.
As you do as a kid.
Yeah.
And I grabbed...
Also, this is a Mormon household.
Yeah.
And you step... I'm drinking.
Yeah, he's got... That's the thing.
I'm having a fucking beer. Fuck off.
He had like this whole alcohol stash
with
like whiskey and whatever.
Yeah, of course.
And so he had this... I remember I grabbed Jamaican rum.
Is that coconut flavor?
No, it was just... I can't remember the flavor.
Yeah, some rum. Yeah,
some
cool.
rum.
Yeah.
And put it in a flask. I went to this house party.
Yeah.
I stole his like leather jacket because I thought that would look cool. And I came home.
This is the lamest fucking... Oh my... You understand what people said at that party?
I can't remember.
Someone said, "Oh, the Mormon kid's here. He's wearing a leather jacket.
What is wrong with this dude?
What the fuck? You know what I mean?
Because I thought that was fashionable.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I mean? But it was clearly fucking dumb.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. So you're wearing a leather jacket,
and then
your stepdad's leather jacket. You've got rum. Okay, cool. So you go to the party. Yep.
I go to the party. Whatever. I come home at like midnight.
Do you feel guilt at this party? How do you feel going to this party?
Yeah, I was very nervous.
You were nervous.
I was like...
Was that more of a you've never done this thing socially before?
It was part that.
Also, like all these kids have. You know? Like, This is a big night for you.
For me, it was like big...
Do you have like religious guilt? Like God's going to be... Or do you have mum's going to be mad? Or the people at the church?
Combination of all three.
Okay, cool.
So I'm sort of feeling... I'm like, oh, what does God think about this?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm defying my mum.
Yes.
And I'm like, this is the first time for me.
Cool.
So I'm sort of like, all this shit's going on.
Very nervous, yeah.
Yeah. So I go in, I do the thing, whatever.
Did you get any pussy?
I don't even think I knew, like, because my background is so sheltered, I don't think I didn't know the body parts, you know what I mean?
Okay.
Like, I was just like, oh, what is, like, I'm not thinking about that at all.
Yeah, gotcha. Okay, yeah.
So then I come home, and I think I got home at like midnight.
Yeah.
And I remember mum was like awake. She was like, what the fuck's going on? She was mad. She was angry as fuck.
Wow,
and she was like, where have you been? What are you doing? Why do you smell like alcohol? I was like, I remember saying like, oh no, that's just, that's Pepsi. Then I went to bed with my stepdad's jacket on.
Yeah. Why are you dressed like the Fonz?
The fuck? Are you my son? I'm
Why
not
are you
sure.
dressed like a greaser? You know what I mean? What? Yeah, okay, cool. So that you go to bed.
Go to bed. And that was probably, I would say it was probably the first instance. You know? And I think for her, she was just getting angrier and angrier.
Yeah.
And there was like times when she would say shit to me. She's like, "Oh, do you want to be miserable?" Because the whole point is like to keep you in. It's like this is this happy place, right? You leave.
Oh, so you're being told that everyone outside of this is actually really sad. Gotcha. Okay, yep.
And then what happened was we got to about June. I remember the date. It was June 30, 2008.
Yeah.
And I remember I was downstairs. Mum sat me down, and she was like, "Oh, like, look, I just want to let you know, we're leaving. Like, you're not happy. I'm not really happy."
Oh wow, okay.
Because what happened, and the bit I didn't know was in the background. Mum, when the seeds were being planted, Mum was starting to look at like different views,
different stuff.
Exactly. And
so
so she's like reading all this material about like, oh, it's a cult, this and that.
And gotcha.
And so that kind of, she's doing that sort of reading.
Yeah.
And then on that day, she sat me down. She's like, you're obviously not happy.
Yeah.
I'm not happy anymore. Let's leave.
Yeah.
And so what she did after was she called the bishop. And then she called the bishop, and then she was like, "I want us to be taking off records. We're no longer part of the church. We're not Mormon anymore."
Yeah.
And like, the bishop was like crying.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he was fully like, "Oh, I failed. These people have left the flock," sort of thing.
Yeah. Well, I guess you got to incentivize the bishops to keep people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Fuck.
He's
He's got to call his boss.
Yeah, my KPIs are so fucked.
Yeah. He's got like numbers. He's like, oh my god.
I was like, God damn it. How's the quarter going?
Yeah.
Oh, look.
You understand? I got to recruit 2 new people. You understand? That's how my job fucking works. Okay. All right.
Fuck, wife's having a go at me now as well.
Yeah.
Like, Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah.
Oh my Lord.
And I'm a weeks away from retirement. I gotta find 2 more Mormons. Come on,
gotta just one more conversion.
All right, so she goes to see the bishop. He's crying.
Yeah, he's crying.
Yep.
And then that's basically it. Then the family find out. Through mum.
Your mum call up her parents to be like,
well,
hey, I'm out.
I think I'm trying to remember. So I think how it worked
was the bishop like, I'm calling your mum?
You fucking
yeah, are you gonna go? I'm
fucking
calling
all
your
right.
mum in New Zealand.
We're getting serious now.
Yeah, gotcha.
So what happened? I'm trying to remember the top of my head. So what happened was she reached out to her siblings, sister and brother, said, we're no longer part of the church.
Yeah.
We got cut off. So like her mum, my grandma, she was like fully devout.
Yeah,
like,
she's into it.
Like, so to her, hearing that would have been like, you piece of shit.
Yeah, of
fuck
course.
you.
I guess also like if you think everyone outside of the church is unhappy and living a lie, like you feel bad for your daughter.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
no,
yeah.
like this is the worst thing. All right, I got to cut you off until. Okay, so that sucks.
Okay.
Yeah.
So.
And then, all right, so yeah, you leave. When you leave, are you still, like, do you believe in God when you leave? Do you, like, look around at other stuff? Are you shopping? Or are you, like...
At the time...
Do you go full agnostic?
Yeah, it's interesting. So at the time, what happened was, I remember being really happy.
Yeah.
I was so happy.
Oh, really?
And I remember,
that's cool. Yeah.
And that's why I remember the day, because I was like, it was surreal. But it was like, oh my God, I'm out of this.
Yeah.
You know, this is great.
Yeah.
And like the time after that was kind of, a lot of it was just trying to figure shit out.
You're trying to see it through.
I'm just trying to see it through now.
If okay, let's say your mum doesn't do this. Or let's say before your mum comes and says we're leaving the church, do you have plans of being like, when I'm 18 or when I move out or whenever happens, I'm going to leave? Or is that formulating in your head, or you're just kind of like, I'm just going to grit and bear? Like what's your process?
My brain, I think at the time my brain was like, I've just got to do the thing, because that's like
there's no future I'm getting out of here.
Yeah. So it's like, I think if mum doesn't say that, I'm probably grinding it out.
Yes.
Because there was definitely, so from her perspective, there was pressure of wanting me to go on a mission. Which is
like you're going to get sent to somewhere building huts or something.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Or convert people, all that sort of stuff.
Course.
So that was her vision. Her vision was like, he's going to go on a mission at like 18 or whatever.
Yeah.
And then he's going to find someone, and they're going to have children, all that sort of thing.
Does the church pay for the mission, by the way?
From memory, they don't pay for everything. So you have to save up for your mission.
Save up? Oh my God.
Yeah, you got to do it for 2 years.
If you said they did, I'm becoming Mormon. If I show up and I'm like, hey, can I just get some tickets to wherever?
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Africa, you know?
Well, you basically you get it like you would have seen in Book of Mormon. I haven't actually seen. You haven't actually seen. Oh, okay.
I know some of the songs. My wife listens to them.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
But I haven't seen the full thing.
Okay, so
I've seen the South Park episode that I think inspired it.
Yep.
Have you seen that?
I have not. I remember. I didn't see it, but I remember people talking about it when I was 14.
Oh, you're in the church.
And I was in the church.
Oh my God! And you're like, oh, shut up.
And I was sort of just like, oh.
Yeah, I don't know what to do.
I don't know what to do. What is my view on this?
Yeah, of course.
I'm not sure. What would God tell me?
What would God tell you? Like, God, you got to ask the priest.
It's like, God.
And the priest is like, obviously we don't like that. You know
yeah.
Like, you can't watch South. You got to ask. You can do a little bit of thinking for yourself. You can't watch. No, you can't. You can't have a fucking tea. You know what I mean? You can't watch South, obviously. Okay. All right. Cool. All right. The letter that you gave your mum.
Yes.
Do you have that somewhere?
I don't.
Oh, that'd be so cool. That'd be awesome, man.
I remember at the time, it was something fucking weird.
Yeah.
Because I was so scared. Yeah. It was basically a letter in metaphors.
Yeah.
So
that you always want to open with your strongest joke. That's what they say.
It was
start with the second strongest and finish with the strongest.
Yeah.
Say
well,
with our religion break.
Apparently, it was Lord of the Rings metaphors was my joke.
Yeah, cool.
So basically, what happened was...
You're such a fucking nerd, man. You're fucking... Oh, yeah. Gotta leave my religion. Oh, I'm like Gollum.
My dude Gollum, Lord of the Rings.
Okay, that's pretty funny.
So there's basically just
so cool to have
a letter
and
a lot of like Lord of the Rings references of leaving, and then saying, I'm leaving the church. I want to leave the church, I should say. And it was basically talking about Lord of the Rings as a metaphor of wanting to leave.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Like,
what was it? Was it you wanted to leave the Shire, or you wanted to?
It was something.
Destroy a ring or something.
There was something like. I don't know. If it was about that. It was something.
The start of the book is very much the first start of the first book is like how scary it is for these hobbits to leave the Shire. There was, I think, part of it. There was a bit of it. Metaphor for World War II.
All three.
Yeah. Oh well, I don't know. Or was it? Is that what Tolkien? Is that how you say his name? Tolkien would have been in World War II.
Yes.
Was it World War I?
Well,
How old are those books?
So I think it was. My understanding, and Google this up.
Yeah.
My understanding was he was in World War One, but the books were written around World War II.
Yes.
That's what I.
So it's like
that's what I thought. Yeah.
Was Tolkien in World War One? Yes, he served in World War One. Because I know at the end of the book, them returning to the village, but they've had this experience that they can't express to the people there. Is like returning home from war and being like, I've changed internally in such a profound way. This will never truly be home. Not really related to what we were talking about. But okay, you've got Tolkien metaphors. Okay, so 17, your mum goes, we're leaving. Do you know where you would have done a mission in, or you just would have had to go where they tell you?
So I was going to explain this earlier. So what happens, so to your point, what happens is basically you get assigned a mission.
Yeah, okay.
So you get assigned a mission, or so you might be like, I want to go to this country.
Do you have to save up first?
You don't
even know where you're going.
Well, yeah, you need to save up.
They're like, you got 5K ready, and then we'll tell you where you're going.
Yeah, so what happens from memory, you got to save up for your mission. They'll tell you where you're going, and then you go to that place.
Nice.
That's basically the gist of it. You do it for 2 years. You're trying to convert people.
Yes.
And then the end of the 2 years happens, and then you just come back, sort of thing.
Yeah.
And so that was typically what would happen. So you normally. The idea was you go on a mission at 18, you come back at 20.
2 years?
2 years.
You're away at the same place?
You're away at the same location for 2 years.
Oh my God, okay.
Is sort of, like I've read...
That's a huge...
It's a huge commitment.
Is almost all Mormons doing this?
Well...
Like
most of them would... The typical Mormon would
do 2 years somewhere else.
Yes.
Going to somewhere shit, and then you convert it. That would probably strengthen your Mormonness.
Well, this is what I was going to say.
Because you're probably only hanging out
with
other Mormons while you're on this mission.
Exactly.
Trying to convert some hungry fucking people.
or whatever type of people they are.
Or whatever type, who you're building some houses.
Yeah.
Also being like, hey,
we're
only doing this because of this book. Okay,
I got quotas.
Yeah,
I got to meet them.
Yeah, literally. You're like, you need to be a Mormon, and they're like, you packed a lot of Bibles. Some 2-minute noodles would have been fucking nice. You know what I mean?
That's literally what it was like, because it was like, because you have your whatever savings you had, and then you just eat noodles or whatever.
You live povo because they're. Yeah,
okay,
gotcha.
That's why you're saving as well.
Oh my God,
so it was brutal. So you're doing that, or you go into other members' homes to get a meal.
Okay, gotcha. Okay,
yeah.
While you're out on
while you're out on these missions,
and you're all kind of together. Is it a common thing for adult Mormon people? Like, if you meet another Mormon, would you just be like, where did you do your mission? Like, they'd know right away that you probably did a mission?
Yeah, so it'd probably be a thing of if you were 23 or something and you saw another Mormon, you had a conversation, like, where'd you do your mission? Oh, it was
you can go into
Uganda
that kind of thing
or
right
whatever
away.
it was.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess that's got to be a huge chunk for the community thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because also you've done 2 years abroad.
Yeah, exactly.
With these people, they're your friends.
Yeah.
You are close to all these people.
You're close.
You're in the church. That's a very creative cult thing.
This is the thing. So they try and keep you in the community.
Yes.
And then what they also try and do. So one of the things I'm trying to remember. This is actually how you hold a mic.
Very away from your face.
Or as far away as you can.
So yeah, they build the community.
So what happens is the next step for you to try and get a celestial heaven.
Yes.
Right. What you got to do is you got to go to these temples, and then you get sealed in a temple, as they call it. So you do this like ceremony thing, whatever.
Yes.
And so what that does is you and your family are now like at the top.
You're in.
You're
And
the
it's yours.
top.
It's yours to lose.
Nah, well, it depends what you do.
Like I'm saying, like you're in, and it's like don't fuck up.
Yeah, don't fuck. Yes.
Don't fuck up because you were in these fucking temples.
Yeah.
You visited the temples. Is that the only way to get to the top celestial?
From memory, that was the only way. From memory.
Like if you theoretically died young or whatever, that's too bad.
Yeah, that's a good question.
Or if you had the opportunity to, or is it like
I'm trying to remember
couldn't
myself.
afford it? You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, I don't know if
God's
money.
like you could have pinched some pennies, all right? You could have eaten the eggs for a week. You know what I mean? You could have got a second job. You could have seen the temples, all right? And you're like, but Jetstar was flight gouging me. They were price gouging. God damn it! I didn't book my plane tickets with a VPN on, and it cost an extra $2,000. I couldn't fucking get it. Oh man, okay, that's interesting. The temples.
Yes.
Where are they?
Well, they're all over the world, right?
All over the world.
All over the world. So you've got.
Now, I assume there's some in America.
Yes. So you've got.
I assume there's some in
Some in-
Israel, Middle East.
Well, you never know.
Well, I
You
assume
never
like,
know.
that's where Jesus was.
Yeah,
You know
that
what
was
I mean?
Jesus. Well, you know, like
Do you know what? How many temples are there?
I don't know anymore.
You don't know anymore.
No.
You've forgotten. Okay.
I know when I was there, they had a temple in Brisbane, Sydney. I think there was one in Melbourne. There was one in
Wait. So what are these temples?
So what these temples are, they're basically like, how do I describe them?
There's one in Brisbane, Melbourne, and Sydney.
Yep.
You got to visit all of them?
You don't visit them all the time, but what we used to do was we used to have like a temple visit. So you go in, you would change your clothes into these garments.
Gotcha.
And then I'm trying to remember if you did some sort of like ceremony.
You got to visit enough temples to get to Celestial? Or it's
No.
a particular ceremony?
It was a
but
ceremony.
you do have to travel for like the big ceremony one? Like is to show your commitment or something?
Yeah, so you would just do it as a general commitment thing.
Gotcha.
So they'd have like, oh, we get this temple trip. Do you folks want to go?
Yeah.
And so when you're like in that environment, like, oh yeah, I want to go because I want to prove my worth to God.
Gotcha.
So you go there for the commitment purpose.
Yeah.
If you wanted to go to Celestial, you would go with your fiance, whoever, and then you do the sealing ceremony.
Yes.
And that was like, oh, you're with them forever. You're with them and your family for
your
eternity.
commitment. Okay.
Which is, you think about it in some ways, that's fucking insane.
Yeah, you've got to, to be with your,
You know.
whoever it is, you got to go to a place. All right. Okay.
So-
that's pretty crazy, man.
Yeah, man, there's nothing worse than having that if your shitty husband, you have to spend another
Yeah,
lifetime
because
with,
we
you know?
sealed.
Yeah,
You know what I
yes.
mean? We fucking...
It's
I went to Melbourne and I got fucking sealed in the temple. Oh, wow. I didn't... okay, that's interesting. All right, so you're a Mormon. Cool. Let's... okay, I'm just going to... Here's some facts I have about Jehovah's Witnesses.
Yep, this is what I was
and
waiting
I guess
for.
I just want to see if there's crossover.
Okay.
That's what I'm interested in.
Let's fire away.
Apparently Jehovah's Witness, and I don't like that we don't have one here to like clarify this, but that's all right. ChatGPT got me this. All right.
Okay.
There's apparently only 144,000 true Jehovah's Witnesses get to go to heaven, and if not, you go to second tier heaven. Like there's a limit on heaven. Is there a cap on how many people get to Celestial?
No.
No?
There's no cap.
There's no cap. All right, that's probably good. Oh man, you guys do the door-to-door thing?
Yeah.
Did you ever have to do that?
No, I didn't have to
No.
do it. But when you're on a mission, you typically would do the
Of
door
course,
to door
yeah,
thing.
yeah.
Or you do it on the street. Or you'd be like talking to someone on the street.
Gotcha. Yeah, you just got to talk to people. Yeah,
Yeah,
because they're around. I see them around.
Oh yeah.
They have the same branding wherever you go.
Yep.
Because I saw them in Sydney. Was it just like, come talk to me about Jesus or something like that?
Yeah. So the way they do it is they'll like.
They're always dressed nice.
Yeah. So they'll
Like old-timey nice.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know?
yeah,
I know 'em. Yeah,
Totally,
yeah.
totally. And
Yeah.
they have the missionary badges.
Gotcha.
And depending, some of them were like, hey, do you want to hear more about Jesus
Yeah.
Christ and his followings?
Yes.
or be like, hey, I'm just going to church. Someone will be like, oh, I've got church on Sunday. Did you want to come and join?
Yeah, gotcha. Yeah, that sort of stuff. Because I've seen the exact same type of like dress style with the exact. You know how they have a big shelf of like pamphlets.
Yes.
They have the exact same with the exact same pamphlets, and I've seen that in like Sydney, Perth, London, Paris. You know what I mean? The exact same. It always like throws me off because I'm like, oh, these guys are here too. You know what I mean? Like the exact same people. Like Okay, but so you never did door-to-door stuff.
I didn't do it. No.
Would people teenage age do the door-to-door stuff?
No, not really.
Or is that more of a wait till you go... all of the missions you get sent on, are you going to poorer areas? Or would people get sent to fucking Auckland? You know what I mean? Like just, we need some
I see
more
what you
people
mean.
here.
We need people in this
Because
area.
there's people doing it everywhere.
Yeah.
Would that happen?
It's a good question. I don't know if it's broken down by demographic.
Yeah.
But like they would just assign people to like certain you go here, you go there.
The people I see at whatever London train station I pop up at, are they locals? Do you think? Like they're definitely they live in London?
As in,
or like, any of them been like the Mormon? They wanted me to come to like they're from Essex and they wanted me to come down here.
Well, that's a good question. Like, as in, they're living in London.
Yeah, they live in. Maybe they're from London. They're in the London chapter of the.
And they're also in a mission and in London.
Or are those people only on missions?
Typically,
to me, it was like maybe they just take their Saturday morning and that's what they're doing.
Well, typically you would be like a missionary would typically be somewhere else, like another country entirely.
Okay,
like it wouldn't be normal to see, say, a London Mormon being in London as part of their mission.
That makes sense because I feel like a lot of the times there'll be. Are there a lot of black Mormons? Like
you mean like African American?
Yeah, African.
Not
even African. Like from Africa.
From
Africa. I feel
Africa.
like a lot of the times you'll see the people with the pamphlets. I feel like at least sometimes they have like a thick African accent or so. But is that them? They're like only here for mission at the start, you know? It seems like you don't know.
I don't know.
That's all right.
There's more like a lot of Polynesians.
Yes.
A lot of Polynesians
of course.
But I don't know that.
All right. Apparently, in what's this one? Jehovah's Witness. They don't vote.
What?
They're very apolitical. Apparently,
apolitical.
They don't vote. They don't. Yeah, they have no. They try not to participate.
Okay, so
did you guys vote?
vote? I can talk about this. So, in terms of the politics, so Mormons. I mean, obviously they don't like the opinion thing's one thing, but the political stuff is interesting because typically they'll vote conservative, and the reason I say that is
there's not a lot of like woke cults.
No,
you know what I mean?
No. But the other thing too was the Republican candidate against Obama in 2012, Mitt Romney.
Yes,
he was actually a Mormon.
Oh, he was a Mormon.
He was a Mormon.
He was full on Mormon.
He was full Mormon. I'm trying to remember what he did before.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That is crazy to be running and be like, I am in a cult.
I'm actually in a cult.
I am in a cult, and I actually have to do exactly what these other people
Yeah. And he was the candidate. But it was
crazy.
really strange because he was quite like moderate. But I mean, he would be a good politician because it's like you don't really have strong views.
Yes, of course.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Until Trump came in, but that's a different story.
I feel like that was the time of the moderate conservative.
Yeah,
because people were very chill. People had settled on the gay thing.
Yeah,
like it's all these social issues that people have to come in. There's a lot of pushback. You know what I mean? Like 90s, early 2000s. There's a lot of pushback against gay marriage. Right? You can be a conservative and be like, not at all. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then 2008, socially, people are like, it's cool.
It's all right. It's
you know what I mean? And there's no other big spikes in like culture war stuff.
Yep.
So that there's kind of like the conservatives are running on like a financial thing of being like, I'll manage the economy better. Gay marriage, I'm not gonna let it happen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm not gonna.
They're all right.
I'm not pissing off my base too much. But I don't hate them, and they're fine. Okay, cool. So he was like kind of but that's politician stuff.
That's politician stuff.
Who knows what he was actually doing?
Knows?
You know, I assume they don't like gays.
There was, well, it's yes. In terms of gay marriage, I
I assume there's not many openly gay.
There's not openly
Mormons.
gay Mormons.
Yeah,
around,
okay.
if that's what you're trying to say.
Do you guys celebrate birthdays and holidays?
Like just generally speaking?
Just in generally,
yeah.
Okay, we'll have to do that.
Yeah.
That's good. And you guys are fine with blood transfusions?
Yes.
Okay.
Wait,
cool.
is that a thing?
Jehovah's Witnesses don't do blood transfusions.
Oh my god, I had no idea.
Yeah, if you're a hardcore Jehovah's Witness and you need blood,
you're fucked.
You just die.
What is? So you've obviously done the research on that. Do you know, like, what was the background about? Like, why do they go transfusions?
I think it's just, I think it's a medicine thing. So I think it's them being like, God will save us. Modern medicine can, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just think your blood is sacred. Because I assumed Jesus' blood was, you know what I mean?
Yeah, the
like all that
blood
stuff.
of
So I
Christ.
assume it's just like a sacred thing.
Mm-hmm.
Man, we got an hour 40, and I feel like that was all Mormon stuff. This is a great informative podcast from an ex-Mormon kind of remembering stuff.
Yeah, great memory.
You got to somehow find, like, your mission in life should be to find that letter. Because I think that would be hilarious. You know what I mean?
Oh man, if I could, I would.
Look, I think I'm going to leave it. Do you have anything you want to plug? You want to plug Instagram or anything
Yeah,
like that?
man. Look, I think we got sponsors of this podcast, don't we?
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, wow.
Yes. Yeah, we're sponsored by Coca-Cola.
You know...
no. Can I tell you something funny?
Oh, yeah. Go for it. All right. Here we go.
All right. Sorry, we had a
That's
technical difficulty.
Yeah.
We might just cut the last part. I can do that riff somewhere else. It wasn't. This is anything. Do you want to plug? Where can people find you?
Yeah. You can find me on Instagram, dbstocks91. You can see the finest material.
Do you posting clips?
Every now and again.
All right,
They're just
awesome.
going to see my personal life
You
now.
can see his personal life. You know where to Ramsey Smith _comedy. I've got more stuff coming out, more reels. Trying to post more. So it's going to be cool. My wife's just walked in, and I think that's a good place to end it. Good night, Australia, but also the rest of the world. Good night, everyone, and I love you. If we've learnt one thing, convert to be a Mormon. That's all you got to do. All right, goodbye.